Hey you guys, Coach Liz here. I have a question for you. I want you to think, have you ever eaten because of an emotion? Because you were bored, lonely, angry, stressed, sad, tired, excited, or depressed? Has that ever caused you an uncomfortable feeling that you felt like you needed to get rid of or buffer, so you chose to eat food? All right, I'm going to talk to you about how to overcome emotional eating, how to process emotions instead of buffering them. So we're going to talk about buffering versus processing emotion. I love this quote. It says, between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. That's by Viktor Frankl. I love that because it's just like Dr. Anderson teaches. Stop, challenge, then choose. Create space between a stimulus and a response, right? Between an event or an emotion and how you react to it. So how do we do this? All right, first of all, I think it's really important to be aware of how you buffer. A buffer is something that you're doing to avoid feeling something uncomfortable, to avoid feeling an emotion of stress, of boredom. You do something to help cover that up. So you might eat, you might sleep, drinking or taking drugs, feeling overwhelmed, blaming someone, comparing, controlling, exercising, cleaning, gossiping, shopping, porn, watching TV, worrying, withdrawal, or swiping, picking up your phone, right? We have a hard time being bored. We always pick up our phone. Those are all buffers. And some of those things you think might be okay, like exercise or cleaning. But if it is doing it to cover up an emotion, that's when it's not good. So we want to process those emotions, because if you just cover up an emotion, it doesn't go away. It's still there. You're just temporarily covering it up or trying to get rid of it. So first of all, there's a 5-step process on how to process an emotion. Number one, we need to name the emotion. We need to figure out exactly what we're feeling, locate it, describe it, shift it, then listen to it. First of all, we're going to name it. I want you to really figure out what emotion you're feeling. So if you're feeling angry, instead of just saying, I'm feeling angry, look at this chart, or you can Google emotion wheel and figure out, what is that exact emotion? Am I feeling livid, outraged, resentful, frustrated, disgusted, enraged, vengeful? Like, those are all anger emotions. Or sad. Maybe you're feeling like sorrowful or unhappy or lonely or hopeless. Maybe you're feeling joy, like you're excited, you're enthusiastic, you're thankful. Or fear, vulnerable, worried, terrified. So if you can figure out exactly the emotion that you're feeling, that makes it easier to process it. The next thing is locate it. Figure out where you're feeling that. Are you feeling like really anxious, like anxiety, maybe in your chest or your shoulders? Maybe you're having like joy in your in your chest, or fear in your belly. So figure out exactly where you are feeling these emotions. This really helps. And then think about how that feels. Think of a ing word, describe it. So is it a clenching or a tightening or a numbing or a pounding or a nodding? Like, think of a word to describe that feeling that's an ing. What is it doing to your body? And the next thing is shift it. Do something that actually touches that place that you're feeling it. So in your chest, for example, maybe you'll take 10 deep breaths. I think breaths are always good. So take some deep breaths, get some oxygen down into your body, right? And then make a sound. Like, if you can make a sound to describe that, like if you're frustrated, like, ah! Make a big sound, like try to touch that emotion in your body, and then accept it. Ask yourself, can I just accept that this feeling is here, and that it's here, and that's okay, and that's how I'm feeling right now? Sometimes just accepting it is okay, just to be okay that you're feeling a little anxious or you're feeling a little bored. Just sit with it. And then listen to it. Ask yourself, what is that emotion trying to tell me? Right? Like, what wants to be mourned? Why am I sad? What wants to be stopped or ended if you're angry? What wants to be known if you're afraid? Joy, what wants to be celebrated, or what wants to be created or attractive? So actually ask yourself, why am I feeling that? What wants to be let out because I'm holding that emotion in? So just recognizing that emotion, naming it, describing it, shifting it, and then listen to it, and just be okay that you're feeling that way. So that's the best thing to do before you try to buffer it by doing something, even if it's something that's healthy for you, like going to exercise or calling a friend, something that's actually relaxing is what I would do next. Once you go through that process, then just to do something will actually help that emotion. If you're feeling angry, once you've processed that, then maybe go hit a punching bag or go for a run. Or if you're feeling sad and you've processed that, yeah, call a good friend and talk to them or write in your journal. So that is how you really process emotion, is first to become aware of them and know that it's okay to feel emotion. So my challenge for you is to really start to recognize those emotions you're feeling and become aware of the buffers that you normally do. If you normally go grab a chocolate, from the kitchen, or turn on Netflix and just chill because you're so overwhelmed, like recognize those emotions that you are actually doing and start working on processing those, and then shifting that to do something that will actually help you with that emotion. So that's my challenge for you this week, processing your emotions. I hope you have a great day.